Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm going to give you 3 of my best tips on getting better overall sleep so that you wake up just feeling good and your nightly routine is a little bit more organized and you just have better overall sleep experience. So tip number 1 for getting better sleep is to have a nightly routine. And what this means is you need to have just something that you do on a daily and nightly basis to help wind down for the night, help get you in that sleep mode, help to relax a little bit more so that you fall asleep faster and you just get better sleep. So the nightly routine that I like to have is I put my kids to bed and then my wife and I do something relaxing, whether it's watch a movie, read a book, something that just kind of calms us down from the daily stress and allows us to just relax so that once it is bedtime, we go to bed with just clear head, no stress of the day, and we can fall asleep much faster. So that's number 1. Another thing that we do that helps just relax us, that is proven by science to help relax the body and get it in the right state for sleep, is taking a hot shower about an hour before bed. So this just helps release hormones that help the body fall asleep faster, and you want to do it about an hour before you go to sleep. So have that built into your routine, but have just a nightly routine that works for you that helps calm you down. Tip number 2 is kind of related to what I just said, but it's a little bit tricky because a lot of us use our phones all day, every single day, and it's hard to put our phones away and eliminate electronics before bed. So a couple things you can do. Number 1, turn off the TV, put away the iPad, and read a book, something like that, or read a magazine, or just talk to your spouse, or write in a journal, or write your plan for the next day. Putting away electronics helps turn the brain off, right? It helps get the body and brain ready for sleep. Being exposed to blue light, which is the light that comes from the electronics that we use all the time, helps stimulate the brain, which obviously can lead to issues with getting to sleep and disrupting our sleep schedule. So if you're going to use your phone, put it in night mode to help alleviate that blue light. You can also get the blue light blocking glasses that are for sale online. They're not cheap, so be aware of that. They do work, but just do your best to at least give yourself 20, 30, 40 minutes before bed of no electronics whatsoever. Read a book, write, like I said, or just talk to your wife or spouse and just calm down and get ready for sleep. Tip number 3 has to do with eating before bed. So there was the myth for a very long time that you shouldn't eat before bed because that food will be stored as fat. That's a myth. That's not true whatsoever. The thing, though, you want to be concerned with is digestion and how digestion can impact your sleep cycle. There's been some studies done that are pretty interesting. If you're really lean, if you're someone who's, a guy who's below 10% body fat or a female who's below 15 or 16% body fat, you're above average when it comes to level of leanness. You can get away with eating right before bed. What ends up happening is that cortisol gets released at a much higher rate in people who are average or above average body fat. So if you're someone who's carrying some extra weight and you're trying to lose weight and obviously get better sleep, then you're going to want to avoid eating within an hour or 90 minutes or so before bed, just to ensure that you get the best possible sleep cycle so that you wake up feeling refreshed. I know it's kind of crazy. It has nothing to do with losing body fat. It just has everything to do with quality of sleep. So try that out. Let me know how it goes. The last and bonus tip. So I told you 3, but I got a bonus tip for you. Bonus tip is... Shit, what was I going to say? Totally forgot. So bonus tip for you is to wake up on 90-minute intervals. Now, what I mean by that is this. The sleep cycle that our bodies go through that takes us into deeper sleep and then obviously less deep sleep, where we're very close to being awake, happens about every 90 minutes. And so you're going to want to wake up when you're in the beginning stages of sleep because you're the most alert at that point, right? So it's not going to be waking you up from deep sleep where you're going to feel super groggy. So try to get it kind of on that 90-minute swing. So for most people, that's like 7.5 hours of sleep or 9 hours of sleep. I know 9 hours is tough for a lot of people. Some genetic freaks out there who don't need a lot of sleep can get away with like that 6 hours of sleep, which would be, a few 90-minute cycles. But for most people, I found 7.5 is like that bread and butter phase. So what I try to do is go to bed around 10:15, wake up around 5:30, 5:45 every single day. That tends to be when I feel the best and feel the most alert in the morning. So give it a shot. whatever time you go to bed, try to get that 90-minute wake up time or 90-minute sleep cycle time down to a science so that you can wake up and feel refreshed in the morning. Hope this video helped. If it did, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, get notifications, hit the little button, the little red button below to get subscribed for these free videos every day. Leave a comment if this was helpful, and we'll talk to you soon.